woman. I hope that you. Wait a minute. This is not my show. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And you can see I became a mother recently. My name is Mercy Njoki. I am a singer and songwriter and a psychologist and a new mom. And this is Rain, my daughter. She's 2.5 months. And I am an evesmama product, yo. I'm an evesmama product, to be serious. I gave birth at home. You want to watch this one. So how did I get to hear about evesmama? Well, we got expectant. The way we say, we're pregnant. So yeah, me and my husband, we were expecting little Rain. And for some reason, we had not really found a gynecologist that we gelled with. Just for some reason. We had one and then we didn't see her again. And then we got another one who actually I really liked, but it just didn't click. And then a friend of the hubby, a guy, told us about the midwife and this place about Lucy Mushiri. And so we said, because it's just near here, let's go check it out. And we met Lucy. What we loved her, yani her as a person, even before we talk about being a midwife or what, just who she was, her beliefs, how she operates. Both Richard and I, we were like, what, we love this woman. So actually I was very near giving birth because it was December and we met her around September. But for us, that was it. We were sticking with Lucy. She's very professional, very calm. She knows her stuff, and we were just like, this is it. So that's how we heard about evesmama from a friend of Richard, a guy. I'm going to keep saying a guy. But yeah, that's how we heard about it, and we checked her out, and we loved her, and we have walked this journey together from then. It was very, very eye-opening, just demystifying birth. The good thing about being with someone who knows her stuff is that you just ask anything, and she's so calm and just makes you feel like this thing is doable. You can do it. It's easy. There's nothing complicated. So it was awesome in class. We would ask any question. So you mean at this point, what does that mean? And these things I've heard before, what does that mean? And she just explained them in detail. It was fun. We were with our husbands. The men were just like, so just to be clear. And I think they wanted more details than us, but it was so much fun doing the classes, informative. For me, I felt like Superwoman, to be honest. I was like, this thing, we can do it. And clearly we did it. But yeah, the classes were awesome. My pregnancy was good, thank the Lord. I believe in prayer, So I used to pray. I used to be like, God, I don't want to be like, and I don't want to have weird sicknesses or weird just things that happen to you when you're expectant. So it was actually good. I didn't have many sicknesses. I didn't have any actually. I looked good, if you saw me, and just the process of pregnancy was good. And then we met Lucy, and it just continued well. There was no drama when I was expectant. I had never considered a home birth until we met Lucy. I think for me, what has mattered in life is the person. I connected with Lucy, and I just believed her when she speaks because she knows her stuff. Our spirits gelled, and so I was at peace to give birth at home because I was at peace with Lucy. I hope that makes sense. And just her profession and how she does things. And so I wasn't worried about hospital. Again, I told you I pray. So there's a lot of people when we were saying we're giving birth at home, they're like, what if something happens? Oh, ambulance. Oh, the doctors. Oh, and that's like, see, we can pray, and actually there were no complications. So giving birth at home was a no-brainer for us. We believe we are people of praying and faith, and then we met someone who is not just a person of faith, but is professional and knows her stuff, and we liked each other and we clicked. So it was a no-brainer. For us, it was like home, giving birth at home. I think my husband liked Lucy even before we had met her. He was just told about her and he's like, babes, we have to go see this lady. We have to go see this lady. It's awesome. She, even how she approaches this thing. So I was very skeptical because my husband, if you have met him, he's a bit excited generally. But we met her and like I said, we clicked. So for him, he liked her even before, but even when we met her, it came together. The classes were awesome. He as I said, with the other men, were able to just ask so many questions. We watched videos. So he was having just all his questions answered, and he was enjoying the process. It was really good being with my husband, by the way. If you're out there and you're a husband or a baby daddy, being there for your woman in that way, or just being there, it does something for her. I know he was there for himself as a dad to be, but for me also, it was wonderful to have him there, and he enjoyed it. It's enjoyable. My labor was quick. I'm going to keep saying I pray, and I believe it's because my prayers were answered. I was like, but the Lord, 2 hours, but it wasn't for 2 hours. But in the class, you learn where you need to know now the baby is coming. And so by the grace of God, my labor started at the end, yani where the baby is about to come. In the wee hours of the morning, you're taught in class like what to do, how to check your contractions, how to breathe. So I was doing well initially, breathing, and then my husband was my partner. It was just me and him at home, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And then of course towards the end it kind of gets intense. It gets intense, but you know what, now that I'm thinking clearly, it wasn't that so bad. It was intense, but see, we are here, we did it. So because my contractions started towards the end, we called Lucy at some point soon. In fact, Richard, my husband, was like, we think she's having contractions. And so she listened in on the phone, like how I was when a contraction came through, and she could tell I was pretty close because she knows her stuff. Anyway, and she said, okay, I'm coming. I was supposed to give birth in water. And so they came and she checked in maybe not long after. She checked in and she came with her assistant and they started to set up the pool. But then for some reason, we couldn't put that together and the baby was coming quick. So what they had to do was come up with a plan B really quick. So they went to my room, made up the bed, and I put pillows on actually, I was in my room as I waited. I was on my knees on a pillow with her assistant as she was setting up. But now they all came and I just had to now give birth there. Like I said, there's no time in my mind where I was like, oh no, I wish I was in a hospital. No, not at all. Actually, contractions don't even let you think like that. But we went through the process there, the breathing. Towards the very, very end, for real, I think I was losing my mind. So I just would panic and I would start wailing and my mind kind of goes ahead of me. So I anticipate pain and I act accordingly. So I just remember, I cannot forget just hearing everyone around me being like, Mercy, calm down. Mercy, calm down. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. But everyone was very calm. Lucy was very calm, her assistant. Even my husband, by the way, I think like he just got into a zone. And the baby came. The baby came. They do say, oh, she slept. They do say when you see your baby, you forget. Me, I couldn't even look at my baby after because I've never given birth before. But thank God for Lucy. Honestly, she's very calm. Even the people that she works with, her assistants and everything. I mean, we couldn't panic. The process was, where they're concerned, awesome. The baby came, pushed out the placenta. Then somehow when I came back after I've been cleaned up and everything, because I was exhausted and weak, got into my bed. I'm telling you, giving birth at home. Awesome. Had people there to just keep giving me fluids, which she even instructed during labor. and the contractions to keep taking my fluids, keep giving her fluids. Yeah, I got into my bed and just rested. They cleaned up. They don't just come and be like, oh, your baby has come. Okay, bye. Cleaned up, left. The room is clean, everything is clean, and they stayed on. They stayed on. So I slept, and when I woke up, Lucy was still there, and they were checking on me. Has she fed? Give her food if I was hungry, which I was. And then she came the next day, and the next day, and just we've had several home visits. In fact, around the 6th visit is where we came now here, because you tend to be really indoors as a new mom. So she's like, get her out of the house. So we came here. It's been awesome. If I went back, I would do it again. I would do it at home, and if I'm getting another one, it will be done at home as well. So for me, evesmama is it. I don't even know why we don't know more about her or this place. Honestly, it's calm, it's peaceful. If you don't have any medical complications, which they check over the journey, so they know if you are good to give birth at home or not. I would do this through and through and through. I would do it again.